people say you have to consistent meet somebody, spend time together,
Yes.
go through hardship together. That's when trust slowly builds. If you no longer trust human, then do you trust everything in this earth already being planned?
What's that? Nice smell. Okay.
No, just the oil.
For her to clear her nose.
Yes, I just want to awake. After lunchtime, normally, by the way, this is after lunch. My brain quite late.
I'm sorry, yeah, our brain is a bit, but that's why we have tea. Okay, so today we're going to talk about, we talked a little bit about how universe shows us love in one of our previous episodes. I don't know whether you have watched that. If you have not, please go and watch it.
Yeah.
But today we're going to talk a little bit more than just love. We're going to talk about trust, because I think trust and love is different. Yes, we receive love from the universe in different ways, but do we trust in the universe? Okay, let's talk about, the universe is very big, huh?
Yeah.
Let's talk about trust in humans first. How do you define trust in humans for you?
Let's go with the basic fundamental we learn first. Like people say, you have to consistent meet somebody, spend time together,
Yes.
go through hardship together. That's when trust slowly builds. Or is that because you automatically born from a family together? But also did not mean you trust your family.
Yeah,
No. So that is just if that family member show love and care, then maybe yes. Okay, now what is love for me at this age in my life? I think it's still a collection of time of you spend with people, and the action show you repeated behave that this person is reliable, this person is really who they are, what they say, and they really did. That's very hard for me, to be honest. I find I always be myself, and that's my strength, also my weakness. My strength because I be myself, so I don't have anything to hide. But it's my weakness is people will take for granted, or people will use it to step on me to achieve what they want, with thinking that I don't know what they doing or whatsoever. So it's the same thing for trust in relationship. You trust that people do things harm to you, but yet you trust enough that with love and care you give, the person may change or may learn something or may grow, right? Then where do you book the benchmark of trust to somebody else, right? Because to be honest, I do a lot of work to deal with human community work, and when you pass certain stake in your life, you would think people as kind as you. For example, they come to you, they can cry, they go, oh my God, my kid, my family, people, I need help. And when you help them, you would think that they would turn it into a person that help the next person who are used to difficult like you, but they are not. Yet, that's a consequence of the price they have to pay. But at the same time, for me as a human level, all these tests keep repeated, ask me, should I continue be kind and do what I'm doing? If I'm knowing this is what human behavior is. Studies show, it's 100 people, only one people can change. And that's a real challenge for people who say, I trust human. Serious, this is the data science class that I take when I sit with a teacher.
Data never lies.
Yeah, so he showed me the calculation, and I was like, now I know why be a trainer and teacher and people who are impact other people's life. They have to take this number, and yet they still trust in that 1%, 1% in 100% that you meet. They can change. And for you to keep moving on is hope in the humanity, right? So from human trust for me right now at this age is, I think, is getting harder. When you start no more, you're no longer naive, you have wisdom, you have things in life, you pass,
You become jaded.
it's grow to the next stage of if you no longer trust human, then do you trust everything in this earth already being planned well? Right? So that's the next phase of my life now, where I have very strong intuition. That's what I can say. That trust is not enough to explain that. Yeah. Just say like, I think Denise witnessed my life more, so maybe she realized that. Sometimes I share, you think I don't know why I'm share that, right? It's not even happened. But yet after that happened, you agree? And then we come back to the conversation. Remember I said I share with you that it's just my gut feeling. And yet some people, they will never trust their gut feeling. I do. I never trust my gut feeling when I'm young. I only start use my gut feeling for the last 8 years. Because my mentor tell me that if you keep use your brain to fight your gut feeling, you will always lose in a game of business. And that's when I start practice to use it. That's when I start to recognize it. When is a gut feeling and when is your ego talking? And that's also need practice, you see, because it looks similar, but actually it's not.
I think that's the toughest.
Yeah. So how about you? What is human trusting right now for you?
Well, I'm quite trusting by nature.
Yeah.
I am one of those people that is, when I'm younger, people will say I'm very naive and trusting. And whatever people say, I really trust. Even in school, when people tell me that, oh, I never, just put a very simple example.
Yeah.
In school, people will always say, because I come from a very good school, and then they will say, no lah, I never study, I didn't study. And I really believe that they did not study. So I also did not study. They'll be like, oh, no lah, I'm going home, I play game, I'm not studying. But actually, they go home and they study.
Yeah.
They just did not tell their friends that they studying. And I did not know that everybody knew that everybody else was studying, but they did not tell other people they studying. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So
because if not, they will get judged.
Yeah, but I really thought that they did not study. So guess what happened? I did not study. And then guess what happened? I failed the test. And then before the exam, you'll be like, oh, I'm just doing a simple bit of revision because I don't think I studied enough. But you see,
you actually just need Wen Kai back then. Like how Wen Kai helped Ava to study math. You just need your husband earlier than.
No, I believe I met him at a good time for me.
Okay.
But it's also and that was my very first taste of betrayal. When I felt like I trusted you, you said you did not study, but I know everybody was studying. Everybody knew.
Pretend.
It's like the unspoken thing. We study, but we don't say we study. And for me, it was a shocking moment because you say you didn't study, so I also never study. I thought it's a normal, right? It was not. I feel my test. So that was my very first taste of betrayal, and I think along the way, what I have to juggle with is who do I trust? Not just who do I trust, because like I said, I'm still very trusting. I'm still very open.
Yeah.
But more importantly, my lesson is how do I continue trusting and being open even though I've been hurt many times. That is my lesson.
That's the conclusion of today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
You are?
I am Amanda Spice.
And the stubborn one. I am Denise the Nice. We will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.